whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layout scrolling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale might. Steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar. Steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layout sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale might. Steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar. Steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a great morning. Me, I'm still trying to wake up, guys. It's a beautiful day, though. I'm not going to complain. It's a little cloudy outside, but we've got some action going on back here. We got a little, where is it? This guy here, they've been doing a little switching out, and I missed who this was. Probably, I wonder if it's UP going through. Interesting line. Very interesting line. Good morning, Mr. Myers. How we doing this morning? I think I got something interesting there. Mr. B, Russ B, good morning. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that needs another cup of coffee. Actually, I'm working on it. Check out this mug. I got this from one of the guys at the Sagers Club at Central Iowa Garden Railway Society. Isn't that a really cool mug? Bob in our club does these. Who's that guy? Mr. Sawyer, good morning. How are we doing this morning? Hopefully everyone's doing wonderful. Oh, Lordy. I don't even know where to begin. As a lot of you guys know, I picked up another printer, and I've been kind of putting it through its tests. We'll go more into it Friday, but I will show you a couple things this morning. Make sure I got my ducks in a row here. Yep. Let's switch cameras. Check that out. It's a little switcher. I love this thing. Well, no, I don't know if it's quite a switcher, but this is printed on the Elegoo Century carbon, and I am just blown away. This it's a very affordable printer. It's and very impressive. I don't know if you can see this. This is the one piece that really surprised me. That's the stack. Okay, I know it's just a stack, but if you look at it, it's pretty much round all the way. It does have a flat spot, but I printed it standing up, just like this, with tree supports, and it came out just phenomenal. I got a little cleaning up on the bottom to do, but so it looks like, nowadays you can get into a good printer for an affordable cost. Because even the Flash Forge, the M5, I do have that one. It's a great little printer, and it puts out some really nice prints. I'll have to make some prints or do some prints on that one and show them off. But got your roof, and this is printed standing sideways. The cab is kind of cool because it comes with like the controller. So I still have a couple more pieces to print on this one. I don't know, see if you can see these air hoses. Look at the air hoses. I am just blown away by this printer. Now the only thing with this train is it has bumpers, but we're going to switch that out. We'll put some couplers on it because this one I do intend to run. Good morning, Paul. How are you doing this morning? Awesome. It's good to see you guys this morning. It really is. I need some more coffee. There's a wide view. Oh, this is good. I'll be awake by the end of the show. Let's see here. But yeah, this has been a fun little project. I got so many projects going on. It's hard to keep them all straight. I was working on the gas station last night, and then also setting up, getting ready for the big railroad outside. So I wanted to see what I had for buildings, and I lined them all up, and they're all out on my back deck. I have enough to make a really cool layout, so that should be kind of fun. And if you guys have paid attention, the one part of it is going to be logging, and I intend to have a mill, and then around the corner I would like to do a logging setup with like a donkey and stuff of that nature on a hill. But one thing at a time. Let's see. Yeah, it really it's it surprised me. It really did. For the amount that I paid for it, I paid a grand total of $336 shipped to my door. The only downfall is I had to wait because it was a pre-order. Ordered it February 17th, and it showed up last week. And I've been able to print on it, which is really cool. I mean, no issues, no problems, no real setup. I mean, all the stock settings were just right on. I guess it just blows me out of the water. And this is a cab that was printed with. I like the tree supports. I really do anymore. And this one I printed without handles, as you can see the two holes. So here you can bend some nice wire and create your handles. Now this is a previous print. I did this one. I believe I did this on my Ender 3 probably about a year ago, maybe. And then I had it setting aside. Andrew found it, and he was razzing me about finishing it. So my intent was to, once I get my layout, but why not start now? A little motivation for the layout. So the Ender does it. It did a really good job, especially on this side. The handles are really nice, but on this one you can see, kind of hard to see on that camera, but you can see some flaws in there, and especially on this one. But then when you look at this print, this one just blew me out of the water. Look how clean those are. I mean, even the openings are. So yeah, printing technology has come a long ways. The diamond plate's really cool too. So I am Creality, or I mean Creality. Elegoo knocked it out of the park. They really, really did. Wrong. Oh, I'm not awake yet. I can't even get my my cameras organized. Sorry about this, guys. Where's my front cam? I'd zoom. We'll use this one for now. Desk and table. That one. That works. That works. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I forgot I had that out there. Yeah, that was a younger me. On my YouTube channel, I forgot about that. That's quite a while ago. Besides trains, I mean, I threw up a bunch of other videos, and I forgot about the commercial. But yeah, that was younger me. That's when I worked for the Berry Corporation in they're out of Reno. I was based out of the Fernley, Nevada casino. It was a really cool time, really great time, and in the process, whenever they did a commercial, I didn't mind. I loved it. So yeah, I've been in a couple commercials actually now. Thanks for pointing that out, Jerry. I forgot about that one. Dennis, sir, how you doing? Hopefully doing wonderful. It's good to see you on this morning. Good to see you awake. I'm trying to get there. As far as this, yeah. If you're asking if this was done in 0.2, I'd like to try a 1.6. I think maybe on one just to see how well it turns out. I mean, you can see a little, but compared to all the printers that I've had and had the opportunity of playing with, for an affordable printer, this is comparable to the high-end printers just last year. What I'm like, okay, motor blocks. As a matter of fact, I was playing around. I stumbled across this. I had this in the back. But I need to find one like this one here. It had the shoes, but I don't know where this one came from. But this motor block, it gives me an idea. It's something to work with, I guess, to figure out what I'm going to use. Now, what they call for is the LGB classic motor block. Now, I pulled out one of my old engines, and it's one of those, do I sacrifice it? Because it's just the little 040. And I know I have another one around here taken apart I need to work on. And if that's the case, I'll use that if it works. But if not, I wouldn't mind to see, because these are easier to find. I think this is an Aristo. But it's just modifying a plate to where I can move this camera a little. And it'll just be mounting up the, it almost lines up too. But mounting up the block, and it's almost square on. So I'm not 100% sure yet on what I'm going to use for power on this one. I know I do have another motor block, but it's using the trucks as pickups. So I need to find some a motor block with shoes on it, or one that pulls the power from the wheels. One of the two. Good afternoon. Well, for me, it's still morning. and I'm still sucking on my coffee. I need a nipple on it. That would work. Yeah. It was one of those nights. I have a bad tendency on working out in the shop, and I don't have a clock face to look at. And I set my Google Home up to where at 2 o'clock in the morning, my clock or my lights go out in the shop. It's real easy to turn them back on. Everything's hooked up through Google. And yeah, I was working away, and the lights went out, so I knew it was going to be a rough morning this morning. But we made it on time. Well, I was a minute late. I apologize about that. Paul, good morning, sir. Oh, it looks like Dennis, you lucky dog, you got the day off. Oh, stepping up in the world. Well, I hope you have a good day off. You know, run some trains for an hour and just get away from everything. It's kind of fun. Yep. There you go. It's all right. You're around, friends. Oh, Jerry, it's still early for you. It is still early. Yeah, if you're ever up north in it's east of Reno, there's a casino there. It's Silverado Casino. It's a little hole in the wall. Nice little casino. The Berries, though, they own multiples. I used to be the network administrator for them. I loved it. I really loved it. Whoops. All right. Let's see here. I apologize. Like I said, I am still waking up. My mind is foggy. I need another cup of coffee. So I've been working on a couple things. One is this. This is I kind of brought up my skeleton cars, my logging cars. So I've been when I get a minute, I'll start a car up on the printers. Now this is done between multiple printers. I've got my K1 Max doing the skeleton part, and these are turning out really nice. Phone seems to be truck cam. Don't want that. What happened? There we go. Sorry about that. But these are just turning out really nice. I am just surprised. This is the shorter car. And then we have the longer car, which is two of these together. Little reading there. Now the nice thing is I have some rod that I'll be putting in here, and it'll add some weight. For now, I'm just going to use these dowels. But I have a lot of rods from my 3D printers from the past, so I need to cut those down. Do I have a shorter one here? Now this will give you the gist of it. But you won't have the gap. I'm going to clean up the gap a little bit. So the logging train, the whole idea of the logging train is it's going to be all 3D printed. I'm going to use Lincoln pen, kind of the old school. And then the trucks are, now this is all PETG. This is all printed with PETG. And I am really surprised on how nice. I was expecting PETG to be a little harder to work with because it can be stringy. But the settings on the new slicers are just, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer anymore. I love it. And one of the biggest things for me is it saves time. instead of having to go in and go through all the parameters and fine tune your printer, with these larger printers, it's almost hassle free. There we go. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah. You know what? And this really didn't take too long to do, and it's all the parts for the cars, minus of course the wheels. And believe it or not, I have a whole bucket of wheels. Because on the club layout, we can only run metal, and it makes sense because they don't want any plastic residue on the tracks. I get it. So they end up with a mess of wheels. And Andrew was kind enough to gift me a whole bucket. But yeah, I can't wait to start really putting that together. That's going to turn out something nice. Okay, here's the. These are tight. I'll have to put a link to these down below. I do have a link to the little car here, the little engine. That is down below. And also other videos. I love this one piece. Let's see here. And that's actually what holds them together. Did I put that right? Yep, that's right. Now the camera's playing nice with this today. And then it comes with the print. You can choose between, I don't know what you'd call this, a rack. But here you can put some standoffs, I guess, if you wanted to. I like this one. Just sweet and simple. That's tight. But yeah, I'm loving it. Being able to incorporate 3D printing and model railroading together it's just awesome. The smaller gauge is the end. I can see, actually I showed it a couple of weeks ago. You can get smaller, but you're losing some of the quality because of, the layer lines. But like buildings, you could do buildings on a 3D printer really nice and easy. You can do some rolling stock. There's I've seen some flat cars down there, just beautiful cars. It does eat up some space. 3D printer low gauge, yeah. And you can always size this stuff. It wouldn't be too hard to resize this, or to scale it down, or to scale it up. Yeah, it'd be fun to scale it up. But yeah, you could take this and scale it down to O, or narrow. I guess it is narrow gauge. I could see HO, and it would be a little tricky, but it could be done. Okay. I don't know what videos you guys have watched today. Have you ever, I don't know if you guys have watched Jimmy Lambert. He does some really fun videos. Kind of more like the adult Thomas the Tank. Let's see if I've got this right here. It's switched. Did I get it? Yes. And I love the stories he tells. This is the other thing I love about model railroading. You don't have to go in it with just switching or ops or rivet counting, you can have a lot of fun with it. And that's one of the coolest things. And Jimmy's been doing this little series, and I think it's tea and, let's see. Yeah, tea and moonshine. And again, all the links will be down below. My video is off. I'm gonna switch this up real quick. There we go. This way you guys get to see the full. Oh, I'm gonna switch. I love my fedora, but it's a little on the warm side. So again, and all the links for any of the videos that I'm sharing today, I actually got ahead of the game and put them down below this morning. I actually woke up just a little bit earlier. I should be more awake. But he doesn't have one set. I mean, but I think it's cool is Jimmy has everything from the UK. I mean, all the trains from Europe, and then also you saw like CSX and modern American trains on his layout. I mean, Jimmy is here. And he also has a couple T-track modules. Did a wonderful job. He did the who's the painter? With a little touch here, and what is his name? But he did a layout with him, Bob Ross, and it was fun. It turned out really, really good. All right, and my phone, and we're gonna switch it up here too. Oh, we got Jimmy. Now there's no certain order in this, but one of the questions I get is a lot of people ask, how do you set up your switches? Jimmy's an Arduino person, which I was surprised to see him do analog switches. But actually, it's a good thing because it shows you exactly how to set up a regular toggle to switch your points on your switches. And he also sets it up for his 4-way switch, I believe, on this one. Whoops. And I lost. Where'd my video go? Oh, sorry about that. I minimized it. That was different. And whenever I move my screen, it messes up. But yeah, Jimmy walks through it and he explains everything in great detail. I love Jimmy for what he's done. He's helped me out a lot when I did my DCCEX. I went back and I checked out Jimmy's videos, and extremely helpful. So if there's a question you have, you're just getting into this, you get yourself a T-track module, and you want to learn about model railroading, Jimmy is just a wealth of information. He is. I mean, he's done a lot of it, and he went from a standard layout to now he's on a T-track. There you go. Look at that really cool guy in the bottom left corner. But Jimmy's gone to I lost my mic. Sorry about that. Jimmy's gone to T-track modules, and this way he can also switch it up as time goes on, which is really cool, and I love that idea. And that's pretty much why I enjoy my modules. Is if I'm working on it, I can pull it out and work on it separately, throw a temporary module in. Or if there's something I don't like about it, I can pull it and put it up on a shelf. There's a lot of different ways you can run a T-track module system. And I think Jimmy is just knocking it out of the park. Oop. Looks like there we go. What's his channel? His channel, okay, again, all the links are down below. This is DIY and Digital. And yeah, go look through his history of stuff. He has all kinds of good information. All kinds of good information. Like I said, that's where I knew about DCCEX, and then when I went into building mine, was this a couple years ago, 3 years ago, Jimmy already had a video up on DCCEX controllers. Jerry, the way you're going with, let's see, do I have one sitting out? You're going with the throttle, or what's called a cab control. And if you get, where'd that set go? There's 2 sets you can pick up. Let's see. Oh, I hit them on myself. Well, I'm going to grab this. So there's a couple different ways on doing this. Just wish I knew where I put the, I think it's the M1 kit. Oh, there it is. You can get the M1 kit, and I believe it's the V. Let me take a peek. The V5. So if you already have a train or two, and you want to get into T-track modules, or even just a small layout, there's several different ways on doing it. Oh, sorry about that. One way is to literally get yourself a kit, a starter pack, starter set. And in this, like this one here, I think this is two and a quarter is what I paid for this one. And I got the BNSF engine, BNSF all the way. But with it, it gives you an oval. But the nice thing about this oval is, excuse me, that's your starter track, which will also fit onto the modules. So I'm pretty sure this one is the outside loop. So right here alone in this starter set, you get your engine, you get your track, and then you get your cab control. And kind of, let's see if I can do this. So here you can see, there it is. There's your controller, and it comes with the power pack. And then this just plugs right into the track. And on the track power, if you're just doing like a starter set, you don't need to run a bunch of lines to each T-track module. You can just run it to one and go from there. So this is the M1, nice little starter set. It gets you going, and it'll get you an outside loop on a starter set, T-track starter set. Let's see where we're at this morning. And then for the inside is where you would use, oh good, no, there we go. Like this, the M5. So between a starter set and an M5, you can end up with 2 lines on your module. Or you could just do, which has been really cool. A lot of guys have been doing single modules. That reminds me of the video that we're going to look at. You used to do a lot of pizza boxes where you make a not necessarily a module, just a little layout about the size of a pizza box, and then you would create your scene on that layout. So they'd be small layouts. Something similar to, let's see here. Oh, I just closed the window. No. Now this is narrow gauge shop. Again, all the links to the videos are down below. And he goes through the whole setup of this layout. This is like his little mining camp. Let's get up here where you can see. It's not a big layout. It's just a little like narrow gauge fun little layout. And he uses a lot of rattle can. I kind of like that idea. So you don't need a lot of space. And this is where your imagination comes into play. And if you need inspiration, there's so many cool videos out in the YouTube world. Let's see. Tell me this isn't cool. So you don't need no grand layout. Just one of these little guys is a lot of fun. It's a little coal. Or I guess it could be ore. You could be pulling his ore. But I love how it tucks away and it goes underneath everything and out the little tunnel on the backside. Wonderful job. Beautiful job, actually. Better than me. Good, from the UK. Well, welcome. Wouldn't it be late or would it be early morning for you? I think it'd be evening if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. NCE gets okay. Yeah, I love the idea of the DCC-EX. I mean, it's simple, it's affordable. It's really not all that expensive, especially if you look at like the Digitrax. Setting up your own DCC. What is it? By the time you're done, it may be $100, if that. It's under 100 for me. It was. I know it was under 100. I'm actually looking for my spare. I have a couple of them. I also, a good friend of mine from Seegers, he set me up with a Digitrax system, and I can't wait to get into that. But here we go. This one is not operating properly. I put a little too much juice through it, so I got to rebuild it. But I can still use it for programming. That's the best part. But for the rest of it, it's pretty much a no-go. Let's see here. So this is a DCC-EX board. If I can get it all plugged in. Wait, that's backwards. And Jimmy explains to you the best way to wire it up, what to do. There's a couple of special things, especially on there we go. Is it this one? No, on the back side of the motor shield, there's a certain little spot you got to scratch off to break the connection. Because if you don't, you're going to short out your shield. Trying to get this all lined up. It's not playing nice today. So hopefully the mic and everything is sounding good. There we go. Oops. Finicky. The hardest part is actually putting these things together. And this one being what it is and taken apart and messed with and put back together. Pins are a little out of alignment. There we go. So there we go. This is a DCC-EX. This one's done on Arduino Mega. And of all things, it's Elegoo. Elegoo's done really good. But yeah, whoops, see now. Did I miss a pin? Looks like I missed a pin. Yep, I did. You have to be careful of that because it's super easy to do. But yeah, Jimmy's got a whole tutorial on setting up a DCC EX. The cool thing is with JMRI, you can program your trains. And that's what this particular one is good for. And that's pretty much it. There we go. So let's see, it's 4:40. So it'd be late in the afternoon. Now, are you one day ahead, or are we on the same day? So you're in your evening. We're in our morning. That's kind of cool. Budget model railways. I'll have to check them out for sure. British, this small exhibition style layouts, kind of like the pizza box. And Andrew did a beautiful. It's like a split. So he has a mountain in between. And what did he put it on? He put it on a T-junction, a big T-junction, or it could have been an end cap. I'm not 100% sure. But on one side, it's already done. He has the mountain scene, the train coming around with the station. It's like it gives you the feeling of being in Japan in the middle of nowhere, waiting for your train. And then on the backside, he's doing what's he doing there? Kind of like the city scene or a park scene in the city with a couple of sky rises and stuff. It's turning out beautiful. I can't wait for him to bring it back and show it off. But yeah, you don't need big. Sometimes you can get away. You can actually do some really cool and beautiful on a small layout. Okay, now see, we can switch off. I wouldn't mind to model up some European stuff. I love the trains that are over there in Europe. It's so cool to see, especially in still using the bumpers versus a knuckle coupler like we are here, kind of like the old Lincoln pin. It still works to this day. At 4:40 p.m. There we go. But let's see, British N scaler mainly, but Model USA. That's awesome. So now I'm working on, for G scale, I'm working on, it's 20 foot wide by 30 foot long, and it's going to have a little leg off of it. That's going to be roughly 8 foot by 10 foot. And that's as far as I can go because I have a chicken coop that I'll be building on the far side of that. So my goal is to get the dog leg done. And I'll have a chicken coop, but on the back side of the chicken coop, I'm also going to make a small storage shed for like my buildings and stuff that I just don't want to bring in the house that I can just leave out in the storage. Unlike all my engines, those will come in. And so yeah, that's gauge confused. As Andrew calls me, I am gauge confused or scale confused. Because I love my N scale, G scale. Wouldn't mind to mess around with Z, but it's so small. And they have TT now. That's like super small. HO I think is kind of like the perfect in between for everything. But for me in the house, T-Track works the best because I can have it on I have just a couple small tables down here with the layout. And I can change it up, move it around. If I need to, I can take them off the table and clear up the space real quick. So if we have a lot of company over, I could move it. I wouldn't want to though. So that's why I focus a lot on N. Plus, I do the modules. I love laser cutting the modules. I need to come up with something new too. That bridge turned out awesome. I just need, thinking I'm making a deeper one, like a foot versus 6 inches. Missed a pin. Oh, I'm assuming getting off for the evening, munch time, lunchtime. Well, if you are leaving, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm not usually this asleep, but this morning I am. I don't think enough coffee is going to get me going until noon. Same day. Okay, so it's not. We're not a day or ahead or behind. That's kind of cool. You're just ahead. That's like time warp. Okay, yeah, and that's pretty much what I've done with like this unit. This one is for programming, um, and it's they're easy to hide. I have a building, the one that's on my layout right now, and it's actually tucked inside a building, so you don't even see. It's not. That's about the size of a building, so you can hide it and make sure you got windows or doors. That way it ventilates. But yeah, it's so easy to set this up. You can set this on its own little module, tuck it underneath, do a backtrack. This way, if you're going out to a club or something, you can still mess around and program or check your engines or do what you need to do. If you're getting into the DCC side of it, I think that is awesome. But one thing I do like about like the Digitracks is you can run DC or DCC. I haven't gotten into totally setting one up, but you can run multiple, of course, DCC engines, and then you can run one DC. The only thing I noticed is when you're doing that, you can hear the engines in the DC model. Oh yeah, couplers are a bane of my life. Yeah, that's why on the logging cars, I'm just going to go the old traditional Lincoln pin. I think that's probably one, and that's what should be on these. I have a set of Bachmann logging cars, and they have the Bachmann couplers and stuff, and they're okay. They're okay, but it doesn't give you the feel or the look of the Lincoln pin. You know, we've missed. Let's see. Oh, hey, Dennis. Ah. Let's see here. Did I get it? Yes. So, Dennis from N-Scale Train Boy, toss this up. This is cool. It's around the corner. So search Dennis up and check into this. And this is for all the content creators. If you would like, Dennis, if you're still on here, if you want to maybe tell a little bit or tell them where to go. I mean, nicely tell them where to go to find out information about what's coming up. But yeah, if anyone that's Jerry, actually, this might be right up your alley too. And let's see, I think I have one more video I wanted to talk about and touch bases on. Well, hey, look at that. Or did I already? Yes, the Toy Man. This guy's a lot of fun. I've been watching him for a while, and he does a lot of G right now, but he touches on a lot of scales and real life Like, this would be a fun ride. This would be a beautiful. I've done a couple small trains. I rode the train between New York and New Jersey and stuff, but nothing, no scenic trains. We have one here in Boone. This year I'm definitely going to go out because they have the ride-on cars. It's like you can get a 2-passenger or 4-passenger pedal assist and ride the rails. And when you head out of Boone, I forgot the name of the bridge. Forgive me. It sucks getting older. But it's 180 feet above the canyon floor. That's up there a ways, and you're on a pedal assist 4-wheel kind of a bike. So hopefully I get that in. You need reservations. I don't know if I've missed it for this year. Hopefully not. Oops, I can't do that. There we go. But yeah, check these guys out. They're good people. Toyman Television. Again, links are down below. And I love some of the layouts he talks about. They're working on. He has a beautiful outside railroad. He's working on one inside. He has a dedicated building for this. But yeah, the work is just phenomenal. He's talking about different gauges in this one. But him and his wife, they're a beautiful couple. They're a wonderful couple. They love the hobby both, and he got lucky. Oh, that was the last video that I have for today. But where are we here now? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the side of the water, over the pond, I guess is that another way I'm putting it? A lot of the guys here run Blue Nami and battery. Now myself, I have my one Climax is DCC with sound. Um, I need to go in and change the volumes on it, but beautiful little engine. And then I picked up a 3-truck Shay that's DCC with sound. So even my large layout outside, I'm going to run it DCC. I have things in the works. It'll be running off of Digitrax, and I'll be able to use my phone wirelessly for my engines. It's like cheating. It really is, because you don't. I mean, you can set up different blocks. Say if you have a staging yard or a roundhouse, and on those you can put switches on it. That way it'll separate or segregate each little line, and you're not sending power to the engines. But with DCC is you don't have to block off certain sections. You can run 3 or 4 trains on one loop without worrying about anything interfering. And I think for me, that's what I really love about the DCC. Blue, I do have. I have a little switcher. It's out in the shop. It is battery controlled, and then I also have a cleaner, and it's one of the spinners up front where it has the fine sandpaper, like 400 grit sandpaper, and I'll use my battery powered. It's a Pico little switcher. I'll use that, and I'll push the cleaner around the tracks a few times, and this way, when I go to grab my Climax to do some logging, I should be able to have the tracks cleaned up with that little setup. Let's see. Yeah, so battery powered, RC controlled, and like I said, my little switcher's that way, and it's great. I love it. Oh, rubber scaling. Yeah, I bounce between. I do have a couple pieces at HO. I worked on a building and stuff, but when I was getting into N scale, I decided to part ways with a big chunk of my HO stuff. I kind of wish I didn't, but hindsight's 2020. then I'd really be rubber scaling. Okay. Yeah. See, that's the other thing a lot of people don't understand is with the DCC EX or the Digitrax, you can run just DC, your DC engines with it, and still control it off your phone. If I'm correct, I think this one here is address 0 for DC. So on one hand, I can run my DC address 0, and then on, let's say, another engine, I could be running DCC, whatever number I give it. And usually I just use the cab numbers or the train numbers. But yeah, dedicated, like this phone here, I'm using it for the camera, but also for the DCC. I got this off of Heath from Humanity Junction. I said it right for the first time. And I'm going to unplug it. No, I'm not. Oops. Found a light. So I love this little setup. I use it for all kinds of stuff, along with using it for my camera tripod. Okay. The coolest thing is you can set up your engine driver on your phone. And what I do is I kick it sideways and then turn it. And now I can run my engine driver without having to worry about holding on to it. And I can do everything right here on the phone. I can set it up where I want it. And it gives me the opportunity to be hands-free, but yet having the throttle control right next to me. And I've been using these for my videos, not thinking about being able to use it for my throttle control. And Heath, he has all of his stuff set up on these. I don't know if this is the same tripod he uses. This one doesn't seem to bounce as much, but he's also putting iPads and stuff on it. And I loved it, so I went ahead and tried it, and it works out awesome. It is so cool to use, and not that expensive. I think these are like $15 to $20, and you can use it anything from a selfie stick to an actual tripod. And it is the legs spread out really nice for stability. Let's see if you can see those legs. Aren't those sexy legs? So I have them pulled up so the footprint's not so big, of course, to fit back here, but great little tool. Great little tool. Bridges are always fun. I don't know if you've seen it. My 6-inch drop, it's a triple with a 6-inch drop. And then I have a bridge that fits it. It's based off of Diablo Canyon. And that's turning out really good. Matter of fact, Chuck has done a video, or is working on a video series, assembling the triple and the bridge. And the bridge, he painted it up, and it looks really cool. I'm really impressed with what he's doing. Let's see. Yeah, and you can do it, piece at a time. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Most of my engines on the N scale are DCC. I still have two I need to switch over. But one is actually a B. The A engine is DCC, but the B was never changed over, so I need to do that. And I think the other is an Atlas, so it's going to be a different challenge for me. I haven't done an Atlas yet. I've done a few Katos. Okay. Oh yeah. I'd love to see the videos if you do this. That'd be fun with RCS. Those have been more and more popular lately. Between the excavators, the bulldozers. I mean, they have some where a guy standing in this, and it's an RC, standing in the bucket. The bucket can pick him up and literally drive him around. Little out of my price range, but that would be fun to see. Please do get some videos. That'd be fun to watch. Let's see here. Okay, setting up the ballast wagon. Open up the hoppers. Yeah. That's a lot of work, but that's so cool. It's chunky, but it works. I found I'm not picky. It doesn't have to be brand new track. I have a good handful of used track, and I notice it's averaging about $3 a foot. Now, if you're lucky and you have some great club members, you can get a good deal on it. I got lucky. I got a heck of a deal on the track that I have. So I can't wait to share all that with you guys. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's a slow progress. I do, like I said, I have the Bachmann logging cars. I have 10 of them. But my intent is to I think I'm going to take those up to the club and leave those up there, and probably run them, because I have 2 Climaxes, run those behind my other Climax. But I want the 3 truck Shay to pull these. And I forget how many I've got so far. I think 1, 2, 3, at least 10 sitting in this container. But I want to be able to, run my own stuff that I've completely made from scratch. That's going to be the fun part. The one thing with the 3 truck Shay is when I got it, it was used as a museum display piece. So it was never ran. But somehow, either in shipping or no, actually, when I saw the picture, I didn't catch it in time. The drive shaft that goes across from the middle trucks to the back trucks, the yoke broke. And what sucks is the pins and the yoke broke. So the pins that hold it in the yoke, those sheared off, and the yoke is in 2 pieces. And of course, Bachmann doesn't manufacture those parts anymore. I keep looking over here because that's where the engine's at. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get that one together. A friend of mine, Ben, with Seegers, he just happened to have the spare part that I needed. Just blew me out of the water. Thank you again, Ben. So I need to sit down and I need to pull the 3 truck Shay apart and replace those parts and get it all back together. And that one I can't wait to get running. I will take it up to the club and I will take some videos of it. This way I can share it with everybody, because I keep looking over here. I love the engines, especially the 3 truck Shay. It's all mechanical and you get to watch it. Yeah, and printer, like, that's the best part. I think a big chunk of model railroading is just scratch building and using your imagination and bring that kid back out. I grew up for a while and I want to step back just a little bit. All right, well, let's see. You can email the email that's in the video for more info. I don't know if I put the link up. I guess I should, to that little video. Or you can talk to Dennis or Paul in the chat. Let's see. I don't know if I can say anything, so I'm kind of leaving it on the low. But definitely, if I were you guys, go check out Dennis and Scale Train Boy. He has it in his video list, so you can definitely check it out there. and it's going to be a really cool project. So the only way you guys are going to know is if you're a creator and you want to join in. You got to love trains. Oh, let's see, where are we? Just subscribe. Yes. Jerry, thanks. Power Genesis. Okay. The SD45 is RC with sound, so it's battery, yeah. RS3 with DCC sound. See, and this is the other thing I'm loving about G-Scale is you can run DC, DCC, and battery all at one shot, and not interfere with the other guys. Or at least at the club, that's how it's been working. It's been great. We've been having some issues with the points on some of the switches. When the engine goes over and the engine's with shoes, I think it's because they're bent down a little too much. But when they ride across, they short, which isn't good. But we've got a lot of them figured out. Did a little filing. Mark's been doing his best on cleaning up the mess, and he's been doing a beautiful job on that layout. So if you're ever in Des Moines on a Sunday between noon and 3, Merle Hay Mall is where the Seegers is, and that's the Central Iowa Garden Railway. And that's actually where we're located. Come check us out. I'm usually there every Sunday. Let's see. I watched a video. Was it last year? A guy used aluminum strap, so it might have been like an eighth inch thick by maybe 1 inch tall, and he took and cut a whole bunch of ties, and then with the saw he cut grooves in it, exactly where he needed to, and he used that strapping and he laid that strapping down into those ties, and that's pretty much his whole backyard railway, and it looks good and it works good. So I mean, there's other alternatives besides buying rail. And I do have some right here because I have both. Oh, I can't move. Sucks getting old. You can't stretch. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. There we go. Okay, like this one is brass track, and most of my layout outside is going to be brass, but they do have stainless steel. And aluminum. But what surprised me was I've been seeing more and more Lionel used outside because the new track is nickel. So I figured, something like that, you just spray it down with WD-40, wipe off the top, and it should stay good for quite a while. But do a little search on YouTube for what do you call it? Aluminum strapping for railroad, for model railroading. Let's see. Oh, and you're doing OO. Oh, Al, how we doing this morning, Al? Good to see you. I'm making my way through. Well, let us know when you get your YouTube channel up and going. Let's see. Monopods are super convenient. Yes, they are. This is is it a monopod? Would you consider that a monopod with the feet on it? Now I do have one that's got a little ring on it, but it's that one moves a lot. But this one I was really impressed with. Yeah, and it does. It makes it really convenient because you don't have to keep them in your hand and try to do other things. Both hands are free, and you know what? I do. I love those throttles. That new one that he has with the levers instead of the cab. That is just one day. One day I hope to get one because it looks prototypical, I guess. But yeah, I love the idea of using these wooden trestle with copper pins. It's a lot of CAD. Okay, you're CADing it out. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep up with the comments here, trying to catch up. Let's see. Nice one, Russ. Russ, sir. Just flying over the UK tonight, visiting family and friends. It's good to. I'm glad you guys are on here. Thank you so much. It's so cool to see other people from other countries in the chat. It is really cool. Let's see. Let's see Pico. Let's see that video. Oh, I think that's the one talking about the aluminum rails. It is all good. All the chats welcome here. You're good. You're good. Anything model railroading or 3D printing, we're all good here. None of the foul stuff. That can go. No politics. Let's see. Yeah, things right. Let's see. It's converting the Shay. Maybe a compromise. Okay, that makes sense. That even makes better sense because now Heath uses car cards, and I love that idea. Matter of fact, I'm going to steal that from you, Heath. And Heath actually explains how it's all done and how to do them. So, but yeah, this way you can sit back and operate your train. You can have it right there with you, but yet your hands free. It's like a third hand, literally. And you can adjust it to where it's comfortable for you to see what's going on. But yeah, that's the other nice thing is it totally frees up your hands. All right. Well, this was a good show. This morning, like I said, I was still half asleep. But I think we nailed everything. This is a fun project. This is fun. I can't wait to get this one moving. And you got Andrew to thank on that. Because like I said, Andrew saw this laying around, so he had an idea of what it was, and he kept pestering me on it. And the timing was perfect with the new printer because I'm going to do everything on the new printer for that. And yeah, I'm loving how it's working. Now, Stan, when you get yours, you're going to love it. It's well worth the wait. So apparently, if you do get the Elegoo Centauri carbon, it's sometime in July is when you'll receive it. But trust me, I waited since February, and I'm glad I did. I'm so glad I did. It's so affordable, but yet it's not like a cheap printer and prints cheaply. No, it's an inexpensive printer that prints. I mean, phenomenal. Now, on that note, guys, a little over our hour mark. Oh, and that's the thing, the anticipation of waiting. You know it's going to be here. stand. It's really nice. It's a fun printer. As you can see, I'm kind of no, you'll really enjoy it. It's well worth the money. It is well worth the money. And I'm pretty sure if you have a bad experience, I'll definitely hear about it. But you should not. You should not, unless UPS or somebody messes it up. But yeah, right out of the box with stock settings, it's phenomenal. Oh, need to rebuild some of your goodies? This is right. Let's see. Oh, okay. Talking about the proto throttle, just got up short. So you got a short video on it. I'm using one of Heath's this past. Okay. Oh, so you were back at Heath's again, running ops. I take it. But yeah, I can't wait to see that one. I really can't wait to see that one. The proto. Do you have an idea of the cost of the proto throttle today? Because, like I said, I'd love to get my hands on one, but budgeting my finances has been a challenge because a lot of this is all done on a really tight budget, really tight budget. The cool thing is I have you guys and the clubs to thank for helping me out on this. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful throttle. It is. It's a beautiful throttle, but ouch. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was going to sit back and say, yeah, I probably pay more for my 3D printers, but no, that's not the case, especially nowadays, especially with the Algu. So, like I said, that one was just a little over $300. I can justify that a lot easier than I can a $500 throttle. Now, if I get lucky and they sponsored me, yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But just to say if they did, oh, I'd be in heaven. I would be in heaven. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, that's the only thing that's stopping on getting one is the price. Yeah, you know what? The cool thing is you get to go over to Heath. I mean, Heath has a beautiful setup, and you get to. Well, hopefully, he lets you use the proto throttle. I got a feeling he's working today. That's why we don't see him on here this morning. Well, I've got some work to do today. Hopefully, the weather holds out and it doesn't rain because I still need to go get some wood and stock up. It's going to be another late night in the shop because I do have other projects along with doing the T-Track modules. And that reminds me, custom. I get asked if I can do custom pieces, and the answer to that is yes. If I have time, I will definitely take the time um, to do custom pieces. I'm going to give you a shot of my messy desk here. So I was asked, and we worked on this. This is for a project. I really can't here again say what it's for. You will be able to see it in Kansas City though. This is the back panel, and normally what I do is I put one cut in, and that's for your Anderson pole plug. And this is what it looks like. So these snap right in. So I've designed my singles, doubles, and triples to accept the Anderson pole plug. There you go. Looking like this. And then you just get one of these little guys, and they snap perfect into the plug. Now this one here, we added one extra because there's going to be 3 main powers. And then he's also running something else I can't say too much on, but this is one of the wall plugs, I guess you call it, from Home Depot. And they have different ones. They have one where it has 4 plugs on it, and that's the one that's actually going to be used. But yeah, if you need to send data to and from your layout, be it for switches or something, yeah, this is easy to do. Just let me know. Hey, look, I need an extra one of these or these. And doing something like this anymore, since like especially this that I already have it, it's like an extra $5. And you can't beat that. It actually goes this way. So yeah, it's not that hard to come up with some custom pieces. It's not hard at all. So yeah, if you have a project you're working on, don't be afraid to ask. Yes, is it 8 o'clock? You're late. I know, Dennis. How you do it that late at night, I'm not sure. But yeah, Wednesday nights. Check out Heath, Humanity Junction. Good guy. New York. Or is it New York? Been there once. 8 o'clock for me, 9 o'clock for Dennis, and Heath stream. Okay. You're going forward in time. But on that note, I have got some work to do. I would love to sit here and chat with you guys. It's been a wonderful morning. Thank you so much for showing up. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. Every little bit helps. Subscribe if you're not. I do appreciate it. It's awesome. And on that note, stay on track. Be kind. Don't be a butthead. Have a good one, guys.